Hello and welcome to SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2. I'm Sanjay Pinto. What's the most common expression in October, November and December in a city like Chennai? No prizes for guessing that, ladies and gentlemen. It's same old story. Exactly what happens year after year. Inundated roads, winged ballistic missiles that suck your blood called mosquitoes. If you travel in state transport buses, then you're probably exposed to what many call Chinese torture or drip irrigation of a different kind. There are several people who fall sick because of monsoon-related illnesses. Sewage gets mixed with drinking water, and I can go on and on. In a city that's known for its chronic water scarcity, the groundwater level continues to be pathetic. People have to sink bore wells go up to even 200 feet to get water. What is this due to? Is this due to the authorities or nature's fury? Having said that, I must also point out that there are several officials having covered the monsoon in Chennai on NDTV for more than a decade. I can certainly vouch for several officers who work round the clock, particularly corporation commissioners and staff on the field. Some of them don't even go home during the monsoon. That's the sincerity that we've seen. But also there are corrupt contractors who lay roads which don't even survive a silken drizzle. So the proposition on SL Chennai Speaks Out is monsoon mess. Is it nature's fury or government apathy? Joining us is the man of the hot seat himself, Dr. D. Karthikeyan, Chennai's Corporation Commissioner. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Very bold of you to have actually come on the show, and I think many people actually avoid coming on and taking on the tough questions, so hats off to you. Mr. M.B. Nirmal, founder of Exnora. Both Dr. Karthikeyan and Mr. Nirmal certainly believe that it's nature's fury. And on the other side of the divide, Raj Cherubal, who is the Director of Projects of City Connect. And one of South India's best-known activists, Nityanand Jairam, who's a social activist. Both Raj and Nityanand believe that it's a lot to do with government apathy. So without further ado, let me kickstart this first round called First Shot to you, Dr. Karthikeyan.
I would say that it's definitely to a large extent nature's fury, because any day which is not a normal day is bound to bring some inconvenience to everyone who lives in the city, especially heavy downpour during the monsoon time. So we are bound to have some disturbances, we are bound to have some inconveniences to the people. Chennai being almost at the sea level, it doesn't drain out immediately. That is one of our major problem in the city. So we have about 963 kilometers of stormwater drain. We are going to add 183 kilometers more. We have taken up a massive relaying of the stormwater drain through Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission at a cost of about 1,448 crores. After we do all this work, I'm sure a lot of inconveniences that happens to the public will be reduced to a large extent. So, and about the roads, I do admit that we have some bad roads today within the city limits and even outside the city limits. After the monsoon gets over, we will take up a massive road relaying work for about 100 crores. I'm sure most of the roads in Chennai city will be relayed. So as I said earlier, it's definitely nature's fury. We can't help, we can't fight against nature, but we can be prepared. From the corporation side, we do make elaborate arrangements for handling the monsoon so that we minimize the inconvenience to the people.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Now on to Raj Cherubal. Probably you'll tell us why, you'll wonder why they actually dig up the roads just before the monsoon, Raj.
Actually, I want to step back and ask, make 2 points actually. One is that the system is a huge mess. And I'm very happy that people like Mr. Karthikeyan is here, because after having worked in this field for some time, I realized that they are mostly in firefighting mode. So when I say apathy and so on, we as a nation have been obsessed with villages for the last 60 years. Yeah? Very nice, fine, do it. But the consequence is what you're seeing in the city. We have ignored our cities, the systems are mess. Only when you go to a foreign country do you realize the difference between the capacity of those cities to manage themselves and our ability. So my point is, the systems are a mess. We can beat up as many officials as we want. It's not going to change until when the system has the capacity to do the things that we citizens are asking for. The other point I want to make is that this is actually a very easy problem and a very difficult problem. Easy because unlike social issues, let's say a religious issue, caste issue, where you have to work decades to change people's mindset and so on, this is an engineering problem. Flooding of a city is an engineering problem. No amount of goodwill of the citizen, goodwill of the official, nice politician getting elected, all this is not going to make a difference. It's an engineering problem. The problem is it's a complex engineering problem. And I'm happy to hear that corporation has actually started putting stormwater drain. But if you go to any advanced city, even a tiny road has stormwater drains. Those stormwater drains are connected to bigger stormwater drains. They have ponds that collect the water. So, and for example, they'll have Palikarnes and other marshes which is very well preserved so that 5 million tons of rain, when it comes down from the heavens onto earth, it doesn't get into your house, it stays in the marsh. We can have generations of this discussion. It's good for Sanjay because he gets a topic to discuss about. But for taxpayers, all of us, this is
I'm also a taxpayer.
I know. but the point is, it's not going to make any difference beating up the official. We have to ask for quality of life and systems that is able to deliver the quality of life that we citizens are asking for.
All right, thank you very much, Raj Cherubal, for that, shall I say, a sugar-coated pill. Mr. M.B. Nirmal, to you next.
We follow a principle called ask not what the country can do, what you can do. So ISNO has been helping a lot. And the question is good, but I want you to add one more thing, aspect. It's not only nature's fury. The question is, this corporation, officials' apathy or nature's fury. I want to say, also we should take into account people's indifference. Explora, we start with the people. So I feel, according to me, I fully agree with many points said by Cherubal, but you must understand, today the nature itself is very, I would say, very rigorous. As you have seen, even many countries, foreign countries, they find difficult to, when the nature makes its attack, they find it difficult to cope up. Even right from extreme things like Katrina, you know all about it. But I see last 25 years, there's a very vast improvement in the functioning of Corporation of Chennai. Not only, any field for that matter, take it parks or playgrounds. Coming back to this question, how the people, the commission, omission, that's where Exnora, we go to people and educate them. I'll give a specific example. There's a canal, Virugambakam Canal. Every year it used to cause havoc. The water will go into the, so the mayor, corporation, we represented to them, and they did desilting. It's going to be a beautiful, they're going to spend huge money and going to be a beautiful thing. But now they've taken sufficient precaution. But what the people do, we have seen with our own eyes, even as me and Mayor are inspecting, people come and dump garbage there. Stormwater drainage has a specific role. It has to drain out the rainwater. But do you know that many people put all their filth into the stormwater drainage? We can't complain there's no solid waste management system. We have it's much better than what, when we started Exnora because there is no system. I think we have come a long way. Only one more thing I want to add about mosquito. In fact, we have launched recently mosquitoes. And I believe that even God cannot eradicate mosquito, but mosquito breeding can be certainly prevented. That's what happens in all the foreign countries. So when I went to many houses, I found their own overhead tank, septic tank, they are not been properly covered. And mosquitoes breed there. The mosquito breeds their own, flower pots. It happens. So the people need to be educated, and nature, you see more often Ramanan in the TV. That means more often you have the problem of rain, and the corporation, they are doing their best, working almost, as you said, they go, probably they stay in the ribbon building itself.
You batted well for the corporation, but if you quoted Kennedy with, ask not what the country can do for you, I wonder if Nityanand Jairam will quote President Obama and say, yes, we can. Nityanand?
Well, I think, I actually have a little bit of a disagreement with my friend here, but not a total disagreement. I believe that, yes, it is an engineering problem to some extent, but the focus is only on engineering, and that I think is a massive problem. The focus needs to be as much on engineering as on people, as on social. And our government has lost the ability to relate to its people. They see people as a problem. They see people as an issue to be managed. They see them as a nuisance. So they don't consult us. There is no consultation in anything the corporation does or anybody else does in the city. And what is happening is, I think that Dr. Karthikeyan's job is made all the more difficult, not because of people like me, but because of other departments in the government. I'll give you an example. We're talking about stormwater drains, and here we have the corporation investing crores of rupees in constructing stormwater drains, which I think would be required because as the city grows, you do require that, and that's something that's welcome. But you have other departments that are constructing an elevated expressway on the Kuam, an elevated expressway on the beach, an elevated expressway, a high-speed circular transport corridor on the river Adiyar. And then we expect the water to vanish. It's going to walk into our houses. And there'd be no department that'd be capable of handling nature's fury. Nature's fury happens every year. Science has very clearly established that our monsoons are pretty much straightforward, normal. Yes, there might be certain days where there's very heavy rainfall, but you get about 1,200, 1,300 millimeters of rain. The water needs places to go to. And I think that rather than remove that water quickly by stormwater drains and dispose it into the sea, we must be looking at ways to capture that water in different places. We have constructed upon all our water bodies. And in Tamil Nadu, there's a particularly speciality is that if we see a water body, we urinate, we defecate, we construct engineering colleges on it, or we build an IT corridor. And where is the planning department? How can we ask Dr. Karthikeyan to handle this mess after the entire government has conspired to cause this to be, the entire city to be a floodplain? The city is now in the midst of a massive crisis, and that is not because of nature's fury. It is because of the way the city has been planning or not planning its construction. If you build in a water body, you will get flooded.
All right. Thank you very much, Niti. And I must point out before we head into a short break that I remember covering a story in Kovilambakam where a school, a government school was built on a water body, and every year, instead of actually studying and writing the exams, the students were swimming and catching fish. All that and more in a very short while from now on SL Chennai Speaks Out. Stay tuned.